Okay, everyone say hi to YouTube. Thank you, Timey. Okay, I think YouTube should be live. Hi, YouTube. It's me, Dunkstar. We're busy trying out a new game called Esoteric Ebb, which has just been released, and hopefully it should be fun. It's meant to be kind of like Dungeons Dragons-esque. It does look like it has a bit of an irreverent and fun tone. I know the storyline is kind of like it's about a cleric who can either fulfill their destiny and be super noble or completely stuff up the entire campaign, I think was the tagline. So let's see. New game. It's live. Thank you very much. All right. We need to choose our stats. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. That's Torna's lament, or folk prayer. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. This is the clerics you need to take on strength. Okay. So how many points do I have? Oh, I've got all these. Oh, damn, okay. I got all these points at the top, and I can go to 15. And I'm currently got a -2 in strength. Okay. Strength, oh, damn, so that actually teaches, so that's the law behind strength. Then its uses. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items. Be violent or manly, useful, or manly. So, peeps, I can be violent or manly. These are two very good things to be. That's useful in encounters. I can get religious fervor and aesthetic nationalism, and I can have increased manhood. Cool. A high-strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, prays to the dead god, uses brute force on puzzles, punches big bad evil guys in the face, wants to become a real human hero, loves quests, simple as. A low-strength cleric is a weak, sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle the banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, doesn't care about quests. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen such an in-depth take on stats. That's interesting. Let me quickly make sure the sound's coming through the right hole here. Does being a man honing your figure mean having a beard too? Ale, it's too soon. You need to stop, madam. Okay, dexterity. Peeps, do you want to read all of these or should we hop into the bag? The game. It is imperative to simply explain to these people they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise. The haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance. And of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart from you. To grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good. To progress toward a new future full of freedom. So those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. Okay. Dexterity. Dexterity. Bro. So Dunk is defo cleric since fear of women. I don't fear women at all. I mainly want to see the pro and con list of each of them. Okay, with enough dexterity, you can steal anything. Pick locks and sneak and dodge traps and roll initiative and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Just run away, dummy. Okay, roll. A high dexterity cleric votes for the revolutionary freestriders, collects piles of shiny coins, acts first in every encounter, avoids trouble before it brews, always has a witty reply, looks out for himself, takes big risks and wins every time. A low dexterity cleric takes big risks and fails every time, doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball figuratively and literally, is slow mentally and physically, is dirt poor. Very embarrassing. If the sound is coming out of the wrong... What hole is this? Oh. There we go. Sorry, that's the right hole. It's very loud. Okay. So this almost sounds so dexterity's got like a thing of wit. So I'm going to do this. I always like with games like this, I always like to go, so I'm probably not going to go any of the hard stats, and I'll go all the soft stats, because with choice and consequence games, I generally like to go like intelligence, wisdom, charisma, not so much your strengths and constitutions. Normally Dex wouldn't function in that, but this one does seem to make it witty. Okay. Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Use it. Hit points. Esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last weekend and you don't care. Pain is good for you. Roll. High Constitution Cleric keeps forgetting there's an election, focuses on the good things in life, is tougher than entropy, keeps his neuroticism in check, talks to the spirits on the walls, listens to his gut, is already dead. A low Constitution Cleric will die, panics over everything, listens to his guts and is wrong, has no control of his bodily functions, can't handle the pain, has no special connection with walls. Interesting. Okay, intelligence. I have heaps and heaps of this, of course. Intelligence. Okay, you can't actually be lower than a 6 here. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information as your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull. But why? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it is only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Is already dead? I didn't quite get that either. Okay, I can prepare more spells. Think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Oh, this will be a first for me. Complete the magocratic return. Okay, roll. Votes for the best wizard. You. Despises and envies the gods. Solves every mystery with ease. Masters arcane magic. Spouts historical facts for hours. Is dismissive towards those lesser. Knows everything. A low intelligent cleric knows nothing. Is both ignorant and confident. Oh no. Makes him tidbits to seem smart. Is barely sentient. Cannot intentionally solve mysteries. Is an idiot. Duh. Alright. Maximum intelligence. Easy. Done. Okay. Wisdom. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Pomposity for me? Yeah. Okay, uses. Be kind and see the good in all folk. So it doesn't quite follow sort of standard D&D meanings of these stuff, but yeah. Okay, empower your spells. Votes for Asgalinian's Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces his feminine side, follows his bleeding heart, masters primal magic, reads body language like a champ, notices all details. If you have a low wisdom, you are an oblivious fool, misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. There's... I actually thought this was broken. I like that. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. This. Alright, high wisdom. Easy. Okay, charisma. I don't know how my pompousness and wisdom is going to go together. Charisma measures your eloquence. Done. Maximum. Okay. Let's play the game. Easy peasy. Just like that. Barely sentient. There we go. Okay. I don't need to know anything else about charisma. Confidence and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Discounts in stores, win conversations, say the right thing. A high charisma cleric was socialized as a child, votes for whatever makes him popular, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies. I'm in. Loves to mind control people, sees truth as suggestion, has no soul. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles with baddies, fears conversations, is like the opposite of a skilled orator. Has no style. All right. There we go, peeps. We've read through everything. We're going to have very, very, very low kind of body stats and very high those stats. It's probably not going to be good. Low constitution can never, ever, ever end well. Okay, background focus, punching bag. Dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the earth god, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? +3 wisdom for being dead cleric. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Okay. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side. The emergency democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Esoteric expert. You spend most nights seeking esoteric insight. A lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Faithful harbinger. There's something wrong, praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You are isolated among your peers. Palace pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicking of superiors. Despite your best efforts, it never ended well for you. Arcane prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. I decided charisma was important in Oblivion and spent the rest of the game doubt that ridiculous reaction game, says Masala Moth. I'm going to seduce my way through war drums. Darthming, exactly. Thank you, Xana. For peeps, if this game does look like something that you're interested in, there is the link. We're going to hop into the game now. I will showcase how it works to you. Tower Apprentice, never. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got your promotion to your clerical duties. I'm actually just looking, am I min-maxing by looking at the best pluses? One friend. You rarely ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods didn't answer, so you learned to manage as always. Charisma and wisdom. Okay, little weirdo. Ooh, full charisma. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 years, you got quite good at it. Alright, peeps, I think I'm going to play as little weirdo. Crowd pleaser can work as well. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Okay, we're going to go for little weirdo or crowd pleaser. Let's go for 16 intelligence, 17 charisma. Let's do that. Finish. Looks fantastic. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The weakest cleric in Norvik, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Wait, is this actually because of my storyline? Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Chris, and only 6 strength, just avoid going solo in the dungeon. Wait, this thing is shaming my choices. Wait, that's not... Wait, it literally shamed my choices there. Like, legit? Like, dude, only 6 strength? Oh. You love this already? It does seem cool. I like the tone so far. Should I click this? Jaw, truth and nothing else, a voice declares. Okay, truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Intelligence DC 8 success. Ran, your name is Ran. Peeps, if you took a low intelligence, your character wouldn't even know their own name. My name is Ragan. Ragan and Ran. Ran. And in the statement of citizenry, Ran Hemlin. Ran, doesn't sound right. Ran Hemlin? Rang. Stay silent. I'm going to say Rang. My own name does sound a bit weird. Strength failure. No one calls you by your name. Okay, I'm not strong enough, so no one would actually call me by a name that I want. Charisma. Yeah, nobody likes you. Boo-hoo. What? Wisdom. You're often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Cleric? Okay, so you basically get various things you can go through here based on your stuff. My name is Cleric. Your name is what they call you. That is it. DC 8 success. Could be worse. Intelligence. Your answer. You answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? So this is basically, I think basically like my stats rolling into what I am. Very Disco Elysium. I actually never played Disco Elysium myself, Davey. 6 strength. This man eats no protein. Yeah, what's protein? Dev critiques you for making charisma a dump stat. Yep, they did. Okay, as if it matters. Is my wisdom. Charisma success. What is this? An interrogation. Look around. Your senses reach out into the void, a glimmer dangling far away. Getting work paid for labor is what my thing is. Dexterity is failing. Didn't you have a job? Something really important? Constitution? Your class? Okay, I am a cleric. That's what I do. Okay, failure on Constitution. You're a great spellcaster who will rule the world one day. Okay, that's my intelligence going. Charisma says not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. If you don't like this, you absolutely must try Disco, says Captain Jimmy Joe. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Well worth a playthrough if you like narrative RPG games. I have heard it's very good. These questions sound like they came from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, says Deadly Kitten. How are you, Deadly Kitten? Nice to see ya. So this is basically my stats playing out. Okay, I'm a goddamn wizard. No, I'm definitely a cleric. True calling. You lean a little further into being a cleric, gaining 10 experience for choosing this class 2 times. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. And most importantly, for what nefarious purpose. Intelligence, with your gift, you can easily take control one day. Constitution says the Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. Okay, so I don't actually know too many of these things. Okay, let's figure out... Tea shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. That's not good. I like tea shops. Great, I hate tea shops. They should be banned. Great, I hate tea shops. Strength. Nothing but a hive of criminals. Peeps, freaking tea shops. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There is a question to be answered. Your goal is... Control? Why all the questions? To rule the world, to find the Goblin Chieftain? Is that right? Just gonna stay silent. Yeah, no. Giving away your personal aspirations like that could totally come back to bite you. Staying quiet causes a deep silence to fall upon the darkness until it is broken by the next question. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is a setup, it has to be. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgallus, says my wisdom. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. Okay, that's my intelligence that said me. Don't be so self-absorbed. You're a social creature defined by what you give. Okay, my high stats are fighting one another. Okay, elections are exhausting. All of these things are busy failing. All right. I should be in charge as a god, king, wizard, lord. Done. Once we are based our worth on knowledge and ability, it shall come again. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Oh. Tea shops are awesome, says Steampunk. Are they Mr. Tea shops? Pity the fool who don't order the gunpowder green tea. I died when he died. Okay, that's all our background, mysterious and strange as it is. Our stats going forward with that. There I am. Wow, 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 wow. Inscrutable nonsense, but enjoyable still. I mean, it's my inner monologue. I mean, let's be honest. When you're talking to yourself, all your attributes, strengths, weaknesses, fears, do you not get a similar kind of feeling? Double cleric, wizard, god king. I like this. Okay, and apparently I'm already dead. Apparently I started the game dead. Timeless! Bye, Timey. How metaphoric. Been mare lately? No, Deadly Kitten. I hope that you feel amazing immediately. Okay, I'm going to take all your manas. Manus be gone! Dumb ways to die. Yeah, I literally died before the tutorial. It's the first time I've ever died before the tutorial. Usually I die during the tutorial. It's very different. How dare he float away from you? I agree. Menace? Yeah, menace. You love the music, says Holly. Holly likes music when it's wow, 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 wow. Day 1, March 22nd, 27 PE. My constitution says, a fresh start. Get up. My wisdom says, your heartbeat is loud, screaming. So I should have given all of these things. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you slept for days. My strength is ready for the quest to continue. Okay, let's check my stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your leg shakes. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Okay, let's look around me. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? Oh yes, a quest. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Earth be blessed. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Okay, so if you didn't have a high enough wisdom, you wouldn't. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember the tea shop. The tea shop? Yep, the tea shop that blew up. The art is cool. It's very well drawn. Looks like hand-drawn stuff. So to be clear, I need to figure out how I blew up some random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's no politics involved here. You'll love it. There's that feeling again. The feeling you're about to enter a path from which there's no way back. Yes, let's finish this job. Damn right, you'll do great. Now get going. Alright, but first You feel dizzy. -3 HP. I'm probably dead with my constitution. The weight of the Earth Guard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple. Now! Okay, I've been routed for far too long. Finish this task with precision and decisiveness. Regain your position at the towers, then return to your true task. Seizing true power in the Forsaken City. Just take it easy. You might have failed at getting the first 200 or 300 people to like you, but you've got 500,000 other folks to fool in the city. It's with the utmost confidence that you know eventually someone has to love you. Peeps, this is about my dating life. If your stats are high or low, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own will. Love me? Well, let's aim for stand your presence for now. Okay. Engage, trifle, behold. I like those terminologies for, peeps, should I behold this? Let's see what it is. It's a corpse under a blanket. Let us trifle with it. An apple was in that corpse and some crowns. Let's engage with it. You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of a someone. Okay, my intelligence success, male, over 40. Check under the rag. Gained experience. Underneath you find the cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Mid-40s, factory worker, a skiny blood. His complexion shows nearly no decay, most likely under the effect of a preserving spell. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could sit up and talk to you. The DC difficulty class of a dice roll is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select a dice choice, you then roll 20-sided dice. Okay, I'm going to examine him closer. My intelligence is bloody high. I'll pass no matter what. There's something strange here. This is no regular, gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Let's lean in. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Cause of death appears to not be directly visible. No blunt trauma either. Considering his age and the shape of his body, the man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. That's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except, what? There's also a marking on the right leg, a circle with a cross inside it. It's interesting, it's like me chatting to my stats, and then they're either mean to me if I fail, or non-helpful, or very helpful for me. An apple a day keeps the rotting away. I'm 100% Microsoft free, all my games on Linux. Exciting times, old scare, fantastic. I don't have the intellect to do such things. You recall, that is the marketing of PR, potential revivification. Oh right, this guy can be revived. Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund, Nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Okay. So you get a PR, which is a potential revivification, but he didn't have enough RF, which is revive funds. Fair enough. What is this? So peeps, exclamation mark, esoteric, as Chimera put there. It's a game modeled off of someone who really liked D&D, and D&D spells and stuff. It's a game about a cleric. So far it's been interesting. It's been, the beginning's been a bit confusing, but, I'm just starting the game now. Basically, I had a whole bunch of stats which pretty much decided what I was getting up to. Okay. So I could cast Revivify on this guy. Potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to why should you? A 3rd level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste it on some blue-collar corpse? That's terrible, says my wisdom. If you can, always save a life, or bring it back. That is always the right choice. Intelligence says, of course it isn't. Ignoring the fact that you cannot simply spend your power on any old fool. So peeps, so that's why, so when I chose, for anyone who missed it, when I chose the stats, they basically were like personality traits and the way that you think, and then basically your stats like compete inside of you. Good intentions build a better world. So wisdom was like a nice person, intelligence was like cocky as hell. So I've got high intelligence and wisdom. So they kind of fight each other. Okay, let's stop bothering the dead. Sealed vase is marked as organ disposal. Okay, loads of apples here. Okay, let me behold. A vase of leaves smells lovely. Let me trifle. Steal the incense here. Let us trifle. Tattered cloak. Cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It is a light blue and tattered. It is light blue and tattered, and was once yours. Please don't. This thing is disgusting for charisma. Weigh it in your hands. Wring out the water. Let's wring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. It is still quite wet. Should I wear this? No, says Charisma. But I'm not a rogue? Sorry, the word I am not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. So pedantic. So unrefined. Shut up. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying... Gods, I can fit so many items in this thing. Yes, you are very lucky. These are like 1,000,000 crowns on the market. This kind of magic can go upwards of 10,000 crowns, says intelligence. In fact, it's not yours, though. It's the city's. You can't just use it for anything. Okay. I like rogues. Peeps, it's weird. My statistics are all fighting me. Okay, what does this thing do? +1 dexterity, -1 charisma. I can't have less charisma. Gross. But it looks good on me, right? No, I'm not going to wear that. I'm not going to wear that. Okay, let's try for whatever this is. Shield of Faith scroll. Okay, I've memorized Shield of Faith. I'm going to engage. You stare at a pile of apples. Charisma says walk away. You don't know what's good for you. Intelligence says these apples are not in pristine condition. Okay, nod to the pile and leave. My stats are going off. Okay, a voting card, -1 intelligence. Do you put this as something? Can't equip text there? Yeah. Okay, now why would I just want to have -1 intelligence? Scuffed writing card made out of Ragnar Himmler. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. Edom, you want me to eat these dodgy-ass apples that my intelligence told me not to eat? My own intelligence! This guy just won't move. Let us trifle from him. He has a wisdom tooth. With a DC 15 dexterity check, I can steal his wisdom tooth. Let's do it. Uh-oh. With your fingers fumbling about in his mouth, you grip over the fancy magical tooth slips. Wait, obviously that was in his mouth. He has a wisdom tooth. I literally had to reach into his mouth. Apparently, I'm not good at pickpocketing if it's in someone's mouth. He bites down. Oh! Ouch! You instinctively move your hands away, but he still gets a quick nibble in. You're in his mouth? This is a highly invasive behavior. Try to behave. Okay. I never got that because my stats are low. You pulled it from his... What's his wisdom tooth, Ale? So if I want one of your wisdom teeth, I have to go. While you are going... Like, so I'll do it like, for instance, you'll be sitting here busy talking to Holly and I'll be... And my hand will just go... My dexterity's high enough and go. And pull it out. That's what a good thief can do. But I am not a good thief. Okay, this is just, should I try the thing? Things are saying no. Okay, everyone's busy going against me whether I should eat the apples or not. Alright, so basically I could eat all the apples, but I can remove the bad ones. Or I can just start eating the apples with constitution and hope that they don't go rotten. Peeps, I'm gonna literally die. I don't know where my HP is, but... Let's remove the bad apples first. Your hands swipe over the surface of apples, carefully plucking away with any signs of spoilage. There we go. Now it's only DC 7. Success. You look upon this challenge with determination. Your stomach is empty. Dig in. Digging in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth so far. Another one! Number 2 goes well. You chew it in peace. Now the third! Yep, that sure was an apple. Next one. Oh, there's my HP there. This one was harder. Your stomach fights the taste. One more should be fine. This is the limit. As you chow down the apple, you feel your jaw ache, your hands shake. Apple overdose. Dangerous stuff. No such thing, says intelligence. You feel refreshed for a moment at least. The pile of apples tower over you still. You've barely made a dent. Feel sick. As you feel sick, you see something sticking out of the pile of apples. A piece of paper? No. Okay, Dancing Light spell scroll. It is Dancing Light, a versatile cantrip that can be used to light up your surroundings at will. You quickly memorize the scroll, consuming it into your psyche, as you always do. Some people at the towers used to fear your innate power to master magic like that, which is understandable. It's pretty terrifying. Cantrips are spells that can be cast at will outside of dialogues that do not consume any spell slots. You can access your cantrips at the bottom right. Very cool. Check out the cantrip. Okay, so I have Dancing Lights. Oh. Look at my little dancing light. Hey, Galaxy Cal, how's it going? See, not so bad. I took your advice. I should have done it. Sir, they're long gone, says Aelrune. Oh, well then I suppose my fingers are in your mouth for nothing. My mistake. And he still didn't move. If someone tried to pull out my teeth, I would move out the way. He's like a zombie dude. So Disco Elysium meets D&D? Kind of. I've never played Disco Elysium. Is it very similar to this? If this does look interesting to any of you, exclamation mark esoteric. This is a sponsored segment. The game did look very interesting. As I'm just trying to sort of... I've never played anything quite with the style of my stats busy talking to one another. I feel unfortunately closer to you than I need be. Sorry. Okay, mushrooms, probably edible. Let's behold them. Okay, let's trifle with them. Swamp extract. Okay, I got some of that. Summer, do you need me to take a gulp of goop? Alright, Sim, I've got only one gulp left, madam. My final gulp of goop. Nom 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 nom. Question mark. Thank you, Sim. Ah, goop. Goop. So goopy. So goopy indeed. Okay, let's chat to this gentleman. First, let's behold him. Viscan local mortician. Yes, yes, of course. I don't know if you folks can see all this text, but... Of course. Okay, I don't know much about him. Oh. I rolled a natural 20. Oh, my observation of... There we go. The pale man handles corpses in a basement, a typical self-employed contractor. You remember hearing about this man? He used to be a dentist and a surgeon. Oh, damn. Okay, so this is if you've passed and everything. He's neutral evil. His study into the magical realm is immense. far beyond your capabilities. Some of these texts he surrounds himself with would suggest he can cast 5th or even 6th level spells. Couldn't be higher, could it? This is an ancient man, one forgotten, misplaced in time. You may learn much from him if you stay in his good graces. Okay, I've learned all of this stuff just by looking this dude over. Cool. So if anyone has just joined, this is a new game that's just been released. It says that it has multiple endings and lots of choice and consequence depending on what you choose and what you get up to. For now, I'm just busy walking around trying to learn a thing or two. Is this a kobold? Behold. This is Ost, Chief of Security. Can I try to roll? 13 minus 2 because the stuff's... Okay, so I have learned only those 2 things. This one is quite hostile. Stay on your feet. His expressionless eyes seem to keep watch at all times. He's obviously determined where to strike for you is die as quickly as possible. How humane. Okay, that's what we've learned about him with our stats. So the stats are also more abstract. They've pretty much added personality to stats. So, like me taking intelligence kind of made me more narcissistic. Wisdom is kind of like being gracious and humble and being very good toward people. Strength is obviously like power. So they did kind of almost give like personality traits to them. Okay, so I can engage with this guy. Huh. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. Okay, then I've passed my intelligence check. A great perch. There are official documents of the city. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here. But if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. Wisdom success, yet his eyes say something else. Okay, strength failure. Bow before this creature. Okay, if my strength was good, I could be bold, but I'm not. Charisma success. His smile causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease, as if it's almost there, but just not quite. Okay. So these are things in my stats. Success or failure have made me see. Specialization, how's it going? The stats tossing you is very Disco Elysium. Okay, so their stats also spoke to you in there. In Disco Elysium, the character also converses with their stats, but the whole game is set in a surreal modern day. Gotcha. Thank you, Luna. The stats are also more abstract. Okay, similar to this then. His crossbows only fires toothpicks. Very scary security. Does say that he'd kill me. I woke up below. Yes, I know. Maybe you should ask why instead of stating the obvious, says Charisma. Oh. Why? He puts down his pen. I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You're always in prime condition. Strength failure. Wisdom success, you never are. They'd caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet, says Charisma. I should give him my stats voices. Wait, how did you end up in the river? Okay. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. Okay, and then I can learn about Tolstad by clicking it and then my intelligence success. Tolstad is a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Jaws Pillar, sprawling tunnel network, and Water Lane, the greatest trade hub. See, so because I'm intelligent, I know this. Still waiting on that Dunk audiobook. You want it, Sim? Hey, Anawiki, how's it going? How you doing? Okay. Then my charisma says that sounds like the start of a great drinking story. The I woke up in a lich house tale. Perhaps there is an esoteric explanation to all of this. Perhaps you would know, cleric. Okay, where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Water Lane, that's just a guess. Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there, says Charisma. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. Okay. Do you now? I require assistance with some things, otherwise a wisdom check of 33 DC. I can figure out what's weird with this guy. How the hell am I going to get a 33 CD? I guess I could roll a 20. I can only get 22, but I wonder if I can do that. I'm going to try it. 20! 19! Damn it. You glare at the pale man who keeps working his documents for approximately 2 minutes. Eventually you feel stuck in your thoughts. I don't mean to imply I know more than Honorable Earth God member, my God, cleric. However, you must certainly have more important things to do on a day like this. He's correct. Maybe you can get back to this later. Some dice checks are locked on failure and can be attempted later. These checks are unlocked on a long distance. Okay. I wish you luck on your endeavors. Before you do, make sure you collect all your belongings. What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of a spellbook to dry over there, he says and points across the chamber. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, you should be good. Did I have any weapons on me? None, I'm afraid. That must be at the bottom of River Torna. Good, you do not need arms in the city. You need heart, says my wisdom. My charisma says, oh, shut up. A good blade can make anyone speak. Okay, let's quest. This looks like a cozy game. It's a RPG game. Very sort of stats revolving RPG game with numerous choices. I always want to feel smart when I game. This makes me feel weird, says Eric. It is kind of a strange tone. Getting used to these stats talking to you. If only every government employee was devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. It's kind of like instead of you talking, you get your inner monologue, which is interesting, you know? So normally he would just talk, I would talk, he would talk, I would talk. But now I've got inside of me my strength talking, my charisma talking, my dexterity talking, etc., you know? Okay. A ruined prayer book, -3 intelligence. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. In salt water, it's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy, branchinish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some of the undecipherable symbols. A scarny writing of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, 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 no. By Earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'll cost a fortune. Okay. I figured out using nothing but my intelligence that it's mine. Something like Disco Elysium? Yeah, a lot of people are mentioning Disco Elysium in with this. So does Disco Elysium also have your inner dialogue? Is it? So I think that's what everyone's saying. Is it virtually like this? Do you get stats that speak to you? Because if everyone's saying that, then I think that must be true. So each of your characteristics have a different accent. I should do that, Darth Ming. I should give each of them... I just don't know what they'd sound like, but we can do that. Okay, too much reading there. The stone slabs are designed to style along the iron beams. Interesting. That is interesting. So the protagonist in this is an amnesiac. Need to check if the devs are the same as Disco Elysium, since this is pretty much a direct translation to Fantasy Sin, says Luna. I don't think I'm an amnesiac. I kind of know what I'm supposed to do. I think it depends on what your stats were. Can I enter here? Exhaustion. If you succeed in that, you get to do it. So I'm a cleric. Also, I don't think, so peeps, this game I don't think takes itself too seriously. For anyone who's missed it, the tone is a lot lighter. I think Disco Elysium's meant to be very serious, isn't it? The orc observes you with great interest. What do you want, Mr. Orc? Okay, strength. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something. Or someone. She hides it well, but the orc is stressed. Perhaps it has to do with the dwarves. I mean, all of this is inside me. Should I just give it my voice? Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Sorry, that's it. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. You spot the merchant mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of the Norvikian Freestrider Regiment. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. She presents her palm to you. Vera's my name. I'm second-in-command guild agent of Tolstard. Nice to meet you. The showing of the palm is a casual cultural greeting and reads... See, I passed my charisma check, so I know this. My charisma passed. So, peeps, it took me a little while to actually understand what's going on, but I get it now, the way it reads. And then your stats at fail land up being quite different. Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. Grab her hand. So my intelligence says it's a casual greeting. Okay, so my intelligence identified that, and my charisma knows that you shouldn't grab the hand. So I shouldn't do that. I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earthguard cleric. I assumed the term was interchangeable. The path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. I gained 15 experience when choosing this class 3 times. Oh, crap, maybe I could have gone different classes, but okay. But I suppose you're not at all, she says, waving towards your outfit. Esoterically attuned. Intelligence success. Not all Earthguard are spellcasters, not all clerics are Earthguard, but all clerics are spellcasters. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no threat at all, a mere puppy. So obviously, like, most of my stats are the conversation ones, so I just keep kind of passing, and then I can understand what people are wanting. So I should trust my insights. I think if I've passed, it means that that's right, you know? Different accents, but I can give the people accents instead of just me. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them? Complicated as anything? I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly, and they won't let me take a look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. Peeps, she winked at me, we're in. My charisma has passed. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slow individuals. Okay, she thinks I'm slower. Okay, I'll speak with these dwarves. Oh, well, good luck. You know what they say about dwarves. They're so reasonable and pliable. Okay, then my wisdom pass, she means the opposite. Peeps, did you know that that was sarcastic? I passed my wisdom check in real life as well. Okay, my charisma passes well and goes, obviously. Okay. Peeps, I'm charismatic and wise in real life. Clearly, I know this. Dracula, how's it going? Captain, gotcha. Okay, let's leave. Okay, but it's interesting. Yeah, at first, it's a little bit kind of strange reading all your stats, but I'm getting very used to the tone. Okay, and then obviously like loads and loads and loads of areas where we need to go. Okay, I've got a questing tree. What the heck does this do? Reminds me of an episode of Community where one of the characters has an inner monologue going on, and he just stares at people, narrating the situation before replying to them. Probably Abed, I'm assuming. In Community, the episode doesn't ring a bell, but... We are all super charismatic and fabulous, of course. Okay, let's engage with this dwarf. The older dwarf puffs out his chest as you approach. Fancy helmet, city man! He speaks in a short and quiet manner as if he's scared of his words actually being heard. Oh. I didn't realize that. Sorry, I gave him the wrong thing. The dwarf behind him laughs. Intelligence says don't engage, just leave. Alright, so my intelligence says I should leave. Or I can say stuff like, thanks, my mom got it for me. Are you making fun of me, dwarf? I shouldn't engage with this, leave. Okay, my intelligence says I shouldn't engage. I should engage, though. This is the basic... I get the same monologue every single time I think I should banter with one of you in stream. Walk away, Dunk, walk away, walk away, Dunk. Walk away, Dunk, walk away, Dunk. I don't walk away. Strength, dexterity, and constitution to be sleepy, dumb accent because they're so slow. Duh, I'm your strength, duh. Okay, I shouldn't engage. Let me listen to my intelligence. My intelligence says I must walk away. I don't want to get my teeth knocked in. I really don't. Chimera, it's true. Okay, let's behold this man. Arn Kiosk Kid. Okay, let's roll and see if we can learn about him. Nothing. Okay, we're going to learn absolutely nothing about this child. We stuffed up our dice roll. Let's engage.
Huh?
Hello there, sir. Kid behind the counter taps a pile of newspapers. You a postie? What the you just call me? What do we think that is? I read magazines. No. Do you have time to answer some questions? Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I mean, honestly. You a postie? What? Do you read the, I'm asking. You've scared the poor boy, says Wisdom. Yeah, no crap, Wisdom. Strength says, the Post, yes. That is a good magazine, but I failed. The kid looks distraught. Never mind. Welcome to the Pillar Kiosk. How can I help you today, sir? I want to buy things. I'm not here to talk. Great. Okay, I can't purchase anything. I'm too broke. Okay, what do you know about the tea shop? Except that it exploded? That part is pretty obvious, so yes. I was here, you know. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Look over your shoulder toward the tea shop across the street. I heard it too. I definitely heard it. What about the fire? I felt the heat, even all the way over here. It was like... The kid gestures a large sphere for you. Really weird fire. Then he mutters, shrinking the size of his imagined sphere. Charisma says that that's pretty weird. Gone in an instant. Weird fire? Yeah, it was like... Look, it's gonna sound really weird. Lean in and say, I like weird. Oh no, that's strange. That's strange, peeps. This reminds me of that time I was a young kid like this dude. And I met one of my sister's friends. My sister was a bit older than me. My sister says to a friend, she's like, oh yeah, this is my little brother. And the friend leans into me and he goes, your sister needs to wake up and smell the coffee. You're not so little anymore. And that was the single creepiest thing I've ever heard anyone say to me ever in my entire life. I quickly had to flee the situation. So let's lean in and say, I like weird. Okay, no, just say it, kid. It was blue. Intelligence says this. Blue fire indicates extreme temperatures. Only for a split second. When I looked again, the whole building was on fire, but it was normal looking fire. So I might have just imagined it. Did the fire speak to you? He stares at you. Like a conversation? Yeah, like right now. No? I don't know, but like I don't know what that would be like. Okay, did you see anyone suspicious? Not really. Just the normal types. A goblin was arguing with a human. I can also click this to learn what it is. Human, tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Otherwise, pretty dead around noon here as usual. Anything else you noticed? Yeah, sure, I did see Mr. Drummer. He's the owner of the tea shop, former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoon on work days. So it's not weird to see him walking around all day. Chatty fellow, buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? Don't know. So I'm leaving the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah, right before the massive explosion occurred. The kid clicks his tongue. When you put it like that... Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. Just saw him rushing down the stairs, guessing he headed for Water Lane like everyone does. Okay. That's all about the tea shop. All right. Okay. Citizen? And then leave. Hold on. Yes? Can I ask you a favor? Anything, young man. You are the future of the city. Okay. Anything, young man. You are the future of the city. There's, I've heard there's trouble down in Water Lane tonight. Okay, let's do an intelligence charisma check. Water Lane, the largest trade port in Norvik. Okay, now we know what that is. Please go and make sure that nothing happens. Okay. I'll do it if I can. Please? Give him a quick nod. Hey, the hair is glorious indeed, it is. What up, Duncan Chan? Oh my god, sir, I want you to know that I was lining up my beard and you're living in my head rent-free as don't mess up, don't mess up. Yeah, dude, don't accidentally shave like me. I've been so careful. Hinky, it is my cautionary tale so others like you will not make mistakes before me. I wasn't entirely sure what my life's purpose was, but now I know that my life's purpose was to make sure that other men don't stuff up their beers as I stuffed up mine. I'm a shining beacon, a symbol of hope. My smooth face symbolizes terrible mistakes undone. Wow, so kind of you, yeah. Let's trifle through the bin. A cardium treat. Oh. Constitution says, please, fail. Charisma says, you did not just... Let me get this clear. You find yourself out on Pillar Road. You see a cardamom treat in the bin. It's been out there for God knows how long, and you think to yourself, what the hells? I'll just eat some trash. It's done. You're too late. Hold up your prize and smile. It's done, Charisma. You're too late. Listen, man. Maybe you don't know exactly what's going on in this world of ours, but you don't need to lower yourself this way. Dexterity says, taking stuff is great, but you can't just take a half-eaten pastry out of the trash, man. Ignore the voices. They don't control you. Leave. Okay, I'm getting in now. I like this. I'm in. I'm in. Okay, I mean, I also do have it. I got the treat. There it is. A traditional Norwegian baked bread. HP plus 5. Heck yeah. Okay, let's behold what this says. The tea shop. Okay, so this is the tea shop that exploded. Interesting. The animation is nice too. Yeah, so if anyone likes this, exclamation mark Esoteric. It is a game that just came out a few hours ago. Heavily influenced by Dungeons and Dragons. There's something like 700,000 words or sentences or something in the game. Loads of story. Very much choice and stuff. And it's got an interesting dynamic where you chat to your like statistics, your stats, your attributes, whatever the hell you want to call them. Strength, constitution, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom. All talk to you and decide to tell you what to do. They give their various takes. And then depending on your play style, obviously certain things will engage nicely, pass, fail, whatever the case is. So I'm very, very intelligent, very charismatic, and very wise, but I have no strength, constitution, or dex. So that's pretty much my situation. Your eyes land upon a series of papers nailed into the wooden facade. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. Few catch your attention. So there. So like my strength sucks. I just failed. You should rip them to shreds. That'd be fun. Okay. Rip down the posters and tear them to shreds like a good man. Let's listen to our strength. You furiously tear at the paper, ripping them from their nails and throwing them to the wind. Okay. Probably shouldn't have listened to my strength there. I did fail the check. So yeah, they give you various insights and stuff. Yeah, I don't think those are medieval bikes. Those were totally medieval bikes, peeps. Peeps, bikes have been around for thousands of years. Don't you remember Gandalf? Peeps, do you not remember the scene when Gandalf rocked up at the Shire on his bicycle? He literally goes, cling, cling, Frodo. And Frodo goes, Gandalf! And he jumps and then lands in the basket on the front of Gandalf's bicycle. You guys don't remember that scene? Wow, okay. Okay. I thought you folks had good memories. And that, folks, is the definition of gaslighting. A black cat. I'm going to engage with the cat. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as it can be, it doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. Hello, I am from your local government. The cat lifts its head up, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs in the air, and then ignores you once again. Okay. Okay, my intelligence has actually... So I passed my intelligence check. My intelligence says it knows more than it lets on. My wisdom says wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when to not. My charisma says this cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet her or something. I don't know. I don't know if I should give her my stats. I mean, is that what charisma would sound like? If you wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you need to find the first level spell Speak with Animals. What do you know about the tea shop? Where's Rachel? Come and pet the cat. You reach toward the cat's head. It meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. What a sense of divine validation, says wisdom. Such independence and arrogance. You should get a cat. Not doing anything, yet getting so much love, learning from this beast. It appears to have enjoyed the pet. What do you know about the tea shop? The cat does not turn to look at you. What are you voting in? Who are you voting for in the election? The cat stares at some seagulls flying off in the distance. Enjoy your days, citizen. Farewell. Game of the year? Yeah. Such a sneaky staircase. Nice find. Oh, look at that. Oh, I found a sneaky staircase. Sneaky staircase of sneakiness. Ooh. Oh, it just brings me here. Secret space. Okay, here's my questing tree. The tea shop that blew up. Your purpose on Tolstoy is to investigate an exploded tea shop. Locate this establishment. Class conflict. You've declared yourself the cleric of Norvik 3 times. It's a grand title suitable for a true human cleric like you. Phoenix folio, 300 pieces. Okay, so these are all the quests that I've kind of found and things that I can do. Okay, in my spell book, so far I can do Dancing Light, Cure Wounds, and Shield of Faith. Okay, can I prepare these spells? No. I have to take a short rest first. Okay, you can... Are you missing time? You sound just like him. Ooh, secret space. This is why your charisma is a surfer. Dude, I don't know what a cool charisma... What do you think charisma should sound like, Lisa? I don't know. I'm charismatic, you know. Everyone likes me even though, like... I don't know why. I don't know what charisma should sound like. Radical, dude. Shroud of Jaw. Okay, I get a feeling I'm supposed to go to that other establishment, though. Everyone keeps speaking about. Okay, oily instructions, -2 intelligence. Page of hard to read text titled Gnome Starter Guide to Esoteric Memorization. Seagull! Stop it now. Let's trifle with this gull. If I can get the plume of righteousness plucked from the seagull's bottom, all I need is a pickpocket check of 16 and I can remove it from this creature's ass. Damn it. The bird turns around and snaps at your fingers. 6, damn it, wait, I'm gonna die? Wait. I almost died because the seagull snapped my finger off. Peeps, I only have 6 HP, and then I pass my death saving throws. The finger almost falls off, but you manage to rip it out of the bird's grip. It then turns away from you as if nothing happened. Holy crap, can you imagine that's how we died? What the, what? Holy moly. Okay, let's eat this thing that we found in the trash. It was meant to be. Consume. +5 HP. Yeah, full health. There you go. Honestly, a real encounter. Ah! Seagulls. Stop it now. Stop it now. Okay. More treats. Steven Seagull. Yeah, with damage like that. Holy moly. I'm gonna name that seagull Steven. Can you get the satchel? Probably has Skittles. The satchel... Where? Oh, yeah, I already did. This one here, Lisa. I already got it. It had nothing nice inside of it. It was pretty useless, actually. It had like an oily something. Unless it was another satchel I'm not seeing. The Great Perch of Norvik. There are no Skittles. Oh, let's go through here. See previous dialogues in your journal. Temple of Earth. Okay, I think I worship Earth. Okay, let's behold this man. The Duck. Okay, let's do a check to see if we know anything about them. 16. That should be good enough. Oh, we know lots of things. They're a level 13 paladin. They're also undead. This is a true warrior. He is off duty, but whatever duty that is, it's everlasting. Oh. This dark knight can break you like a twig, yet he will not. He is bound by an order. But why does it not affect you? And then I can't know this thing was DC 21. Okay, interesting. Let's engage with him. duck says, he actually didn't say any of that. His name is, though, the duck. Citizen, I shall say to him, I have some questions, good knight. His helmed head is slumped downward, slightly. Charisma, is he asleep? He is not really here, says Wisdom. Are you okay, citizen? No response. My good knight, say something. A metallurgic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving ever so slightly, his head turns. Okay, my wisdom has succeeded. Within the slits of his helmet, you see the faint shimmer of a bony face. That means your name, from the duck. Soldier. His voice echoes out in the open chamber. That's incorrect. Ducks' quacks don't echo. No one knows why. At least that's what it used to say in my homework diary. I don't know if that's true or false. Arcane cleric at your service, my lord. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. There can be only one duck. Fight him for the title. Surely he's not as strong as Seagull. He can't be. Seagull is the strongest. Seagull can do 6 damage in one blow. Whom do you serve? I serve, he says, trailing off. Radiant, says Wisdom. Yes? Once again, he turns to look at you, the darkness within his helmet seeming to reach out towards you. Okay, I failed a wisdom check. Oof. As if grabbing hold of the very air, you feel everything growing cold. I serve nothing. A lie and a truth at once, says Wisdom. Okay, that's a success. What's up with all this mess? Point at the ballot boxes. Without lifting his head, the knight answers in a cold tone. Election. What are you voting for, my good knight? No reply. I'll be voting nationalist. Everyone should vote for me, ideally. The knight doesn't even move. Okay. I become an arcanist. Okay, by choosing that twice. Getting into that decoy robot. Why do ducks make good detectives? Because they always quack the case. I don't get it. What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. Okay, Charisma says he'll talk. Why? Not like you can threaten him. Exactly. Did you see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. You sure? The knight nods, slowly. Where were you at noon on the 21st? Below. Okay, below? Can you elaborate? The walls shook in the crypts. I was on patrol. I was not in position to perceive any misdoings. Okay, intelligence success. There are thousands of tombs and crypts scattered below this ancient metropolis. Charisma success. The city below is endless and most of it stands unexplored to this day. Okay, sure. Why are you in the crypts? He is silent and still for a moment. I have my purpose. As do you, soldier. Do not pry too deep. Are you threatening me? He places an iron hand on his knee, waiting for the next question. Charisma says, well then. Do you have any piece of info that would help me? He goes silent for a while. A man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass there. Past the crypt entrance, through the goblin's domain, into the southern caverns. That's the flip caverns, where gravity is reversed below the city ruins, says intelligence. Cool, and then I can look up, by passing my checks, I can learn what the flip is. Oh. Okay, how do I get to the city below? He pauses as if thinking about your question. The goblins use their passage below Viskin's lair. There are many ways down, but the passage in the chamber where you woke up, that would be a good place. That is the safest path. A man? Oh, what are the crypts? Okay, I learned from that. Okay, I know all this stuff already. Oh, Okay, but he mentions his alligator. Sorry. I've heard rumors of the monsters. Okay. I'll look for alligators. Quack together. His rage is endless. His appetite growing. Do not anger him. He won't speak more about this horrific creature. Okay. So there's an alligator down there. A horrific alligator that even this guy won't speak about. Okay, a man. Dark hair. Silk clothes. Headwear. Dressed in yellow. Oh, I know who that is. And that guy actually had dirt on his thing. Wait, sounds like a Rhodesian nobility merchant type. Wait, peeps, didn't that guy who was wearing yellow earlier, like the wizard guy there, had like dirt on his clothing? Didn't we see that? Clotrick, Fantasy Disco Elysium, great game choice. Yeah. Seems very, very, very interesting. Folks, remind if any of you are interested in this. Sorry, actually, I've already gone over my sponsorship time, but I'm enjoying it. Exclamation mark, Esoteric. If this looks like something you'd enjoy, looks like something you'd like to get, it does currently have a discount. Okay, this goes down to an old crypt, I think. Where should I go? We go to America. What? I'm just kind of missioning around here. Let's look at this town. A street sign. You can look at it. I will engage with the sign. The wooden boards have faintly glowing lettering on them. Floating just an inch of the surface, the names of several locations are spelled out. Intelligence pass. A common type of magical ink creates permanent messages on any surface until dispelled, of course. This appears to be the more advanced kind with a magic mouth-like ability. Can react to your commands and reshape temporarily. Oh, cool. See, if I wasn't intelligent, I would know that. So I can say, which way is... I want to know how to get to the one place, though. Which way is Goblin Garden? The painted letters on the plank do not reshape into a guided message. Oh. If it had magical properties as well, it would say downstairs, over grass, into tunnel, glory to Sage Leaf, probably. How unsophisticated, says intelligence. Which way is Pillar Road? Oh, then the street sign says, down the temple stairs. Which way is Darrow House? The words reshape for a moment into up the temple slope and the golden stairs. Oh, cool. Good sign. And then I can leave. Don't engage the sign. Date first. Maelstrom, I'll date a sign. I don't mind. You know me. I'm always up for dating something. Don't you apologize. I've played Date Everything Simulator. I'd date a sign. I dated the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I dated the sign. Selfish lover. We did not like each other. And that's the real story. But you didn't date anything in that? Yeah. Active machinery inside. Holy moly, I'm just exploring, peeps. Shrimp. Nailed it. Thank you, Ale. Your validation means everything. I mean that. Catchy. I like it. Thank you, Maelstrom. Now you have a baby. Long way to fall. Should be safe. Top of the ladder. You glance at the ladder. Strength. Success. What kind of man? No. What kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder for 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Peeps, I feel like I'm being threatened by my own strength. I'm gonna do it. Phew. Okay. Taking a confident step into the ladder, you begin to climb. You close your eyes as you do in order to fully immerse yourself in the experience of changing elevation. Constitution is scary. But within a moment, you are at the bottom. Okay, I've done it. Singing stream confirmed? Nah, no one likes my singing. Oh, more Cardinium treats. Hate when my strength beats me up and takes my lunch money. Timmy, what do you think of this so far? Does it look interesting to you? A wooden door blocks your path. Feel the handle. Strength, failure. It refuses to budge. If I was stronger, maybe I could open it. Oh, it's locked, says Dexterity. Failure. Alright, peeps, I can't. My strength and dexterity have failed me. All physical attributes fail me. GNC, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How you doing? I hope that you're amazing. I hope that you're incredible. Nice to see ya. Holy moly. Alright, I can attempt to pick the lock with dexterity 16. All I have to do is roll an 18 or higher. This should be easy. You fumble the lock, your tool's slipping. Almost. No. Okay, maybe later. GNC, welcome, welcome, welcome. You came with the GNC raid? Angelica, nice. Hope you had a good time over there. I'm sure you did. How are you? Nice to see ya. All the fun's in Valheim. First troll down. Congratulations, those damn blue trolls. Now, speaking about blue critters, here's a blue shrimp. Is this thing going to be friendly to me? Let's behold it. A regular non-giant crab. Oh. You spot a crab on the rock. Official name, Tawnian Crawler. It does a little shimmy. Pet the crab. Charisma. Success. Bad call, hombre. Hombre, slang adopted from cat speech. It means man. You reach forth and the crab immediately snaps onto your index finger. Huh? Panic. The crab pinches your finger hard. Hard. Your index will come off soon. Wait. Oh, crap. Please let go, Mr. Crab. It says nothing and does not let go. Being polite always helps his wisdom. Wait, I should have got this charisma check before. Okay, let's try my strength at 9. Oh, thank God. No, mine. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's leave the crab. Okay. Peeps, this isn't good. I keep getting beaten up by things, but my charisma should have warned me before. I think that was naughty. Does everyone not agree my charisma should have warned me before that happened, actually? I think that's what should have happened. Second time an animal's nearly killed you? Yeah, peeps, if anyone doesn't know, those death saving throws are the only thing that saved me. You need gauntlets? I need strength. But it's pretty cool. If you had like a much different playthrough, I could just be punching things like left, right, and center. Okay, I'm in the goblin quarters. Cool. FT. Iskani Reed's Trading Company with that signature Free Strider logo. That's 3 here. I've always been a fan of games like this. You know me, says Timey. I do know you, Timey. Your singing brought forth raiders. Come forth the raiders. 85,000 of you. Didn't work again. I tried. Rise, Farah's wife, Maltadag wife. Charisma says don't fall for it. This is some type of scam, surely, getting you to root around in the trash. The voice is from a primal spirit. Primal, one of the 3 pillars of magic. Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Parmarth! Suddenly jumping out of the pile with a puff of mouldy dust is a pine cone. A pine cone with limbs. Arwen Mjornhern! It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Wait, are you one of those? Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away. One of nature's essential workers. A blessing to meet it in the wild. Disgusting little creature, says intelligence. As it fades, you see only trash. Wow, it said. I thought it was pretty cute, the little pine cone monster. If anyone didn't see it, it was there in the trash. Okay, here's the Reed and Mead. Seems closed. Opens at sundown. I think I can rest. Spend 1 hit die on a 1 hour short rest. Well, I have to spend a hit die on that. I can also cast Dancing Lights. Level up. Oh, no, that's when I level up. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of exploring. I probably should like have gone on the main quest, but I'm just like off the beaten path here. Learning all manner of things. I wonder, so here's kind of like my questing. I guess I can kind of follow this stuff. I'm supposed to investigate the tea shop. I'm busy doing that. Democratization. The city is changing, so I need to learn about democracy. It's election week. Young and dumb. Young, dumb, and blow, blum, 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 blum. Cool. Don't tell you needs to voice the pinecone monster in the movie. Okay. It can be my calling. An almost intact and endlessly rising pillar, the centerpiece of Norvik. You look up at the pillar. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. Okay. Dexterity, it's not such a magic rock left over from a time before. It was here before Earth and it'll be here after you. It looks a bit broken and cracked. Yes. While the pillar is indestructible, was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. Several pieces of the pillar float around the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. Sad to see it in the state, a forgotten useless relic. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods, says wisdom. The most powerful of arcanists, says intelligence. These are people who used to be mages. Okay, I can always attempt to focus on, learn from this ancient relic. Okay, wisdom says, constitution says power, let's listen. As it's beginning to touch the pillar, let's touch the wondrous pillar. You place your hand upon the smooth surface. The whispers get louder. It says something to you, something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation. One you don't take part in. Yes, you can try join in. Okay, charisma DC. Let's take part of a conversation. This should be easy for me. I'm very charismatic. Oh my god. Only the penitent man will pass. That is exactly correct. You seduce the rock, as is tradition. I mean, I actually have +3 and I failed. Closing your eyes, you begin to focus, your mind placed squarely at this esoteric force. Your mind forms into an arrow, and you fire it forward, but it is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface of the pillar. You're instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Yes. Try again later. Whatever is whispering to you from beyond is more powerful than you imagined. Can I try again? No. Alright, I think if I take a short rest, I can. I have to spend 1 hit die to do this. Does that mean I lose? Okay, my exhaustion's lowered. Unlocked all ability checks. Okay, do I actually have spells now? Spellbook. Did I not bother to memorize spells? Prepared spells, 0. It's 2 plus your cast level. Why do I not have spells prepared? Didn't really teach me on that. Spellbook? How do I prepare this? How do I prepare the shield of faith that could protect me from Sigel and that stupid crab? How do I have no freaking idea how to do it. You can prepare spells by visiting a shrine. Okay. If you read, you can do it. Alright, let's do this thing again. I'm pretty sure I can do it. If I have taken a rest. Okay. I'm very charismatic. I cannot fail. Oh, okay, that was really just success. Hey, Cthulhu, how's it going? Hello? The pillar vibrates. Hello? The whisper lies inside of you or something, says Charisma. It says he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch! Step back. Weird. You understand plainly there's more to the pillar you need to investigate. In time and further below. Interesting. Hey, Cthulhu, how's it going? How are you doing? Cthulhu. Shall I talk to a random goblin person? He's there to bring back your brother. Necrocrat, indeed. I will cast Dancing Lights. Drunk Sphinx opens at 6. All right, so there actually is a time of day if you take a look. See, it's 10:49 a.m. on day 1. So actually certain things I can only do at certain times. Holy moly. Lots. Oh, actually, I'm back here. I was about to say lots going on, but okay, I'm all the way back here. Okay, I know what's happening. Oh, check this little dude. Yo, what's up, little dude? How did I miss this guy last time? Let's behold him. Okay, let's see what he's up to. DC 8, we will learn one thing. Okay, his name is Braxo Pencilwing. He's a surprisingly content hard worker. Sorry, Chimera. Let's engage with him. I'll stand, Chimera. Stretch while I do that. You raise your head. Sorry, Braxo says... What type of voice would Braxo have? He's like a little demon, but he's also little. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. Oh, sorry, that's me. That's not him. His wings flutter. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. What you reading? A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper's actually a torn-out page from a magazine, says Wisdom. It appears to be reading an article on the latest debate. Okay, says Intelligence. I like the funny pictures, says Braxo. My charisma check passes. I believe the fiend is being sarcastic. I like the articles more. You can read? Congratulations. He's mocking you. Gee, thanks, Wisdom. Peeps, without Wisdom to guide me, how would I have known that the beast was mocking me? It's a good thing I am so wise. Horrifically snide remark. I like this devil already, says Charisma. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earthguard? A cleric? Hell's you doing here? You can go wherever you want. Off, says Strength, failing. Peeps, we failed our strength check. I don't think we should... Strength. I go where I want. Me go strong. Strong man go you want now. Ah. I should have taken more strength, right? Divine mission, the usual. Very well. I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and freestriders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss-ass, says Charisma. So folks, for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, basically my stats, it's almost like I have an inner monologue. So my Charisma, my Wisdom, my Intelligence, my Strength, all of my stats basically have a inner monologue which kind of warns me. So my Wisdom will be like, he's being sarcastic to try and help you. But you can still kind of choose your own path if you want. We need some damn order in this place. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. The name's Braxo Pencilwig. Attorney at law. Pencilwing. He gives you a tiny sharp smirk. Ah. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil, says Wisdom. Intelligence says don't take advice from a parasite. Charisma says you can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. Alright, I'm going to sign a contract. Where do I sign? Let's do it. Let's sign a contract immediately with the devil. Signing a deal with the devil. I'm in. Should I invest in stocks? Should I get NFTs? Oh? Oh. I do not give, nor have ever given investment advice. But... He looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, cleric? I don't share with anyone, little red man. Oh, I'm so intelligent though, but this is not the answer that I should take. What do we think? I do not share with anyone, little red man. My name is Drax the Destroyer. Kind of feels like Disco took a bit of philosophical lean towards its stats, says Timeless. Interesting take. I don't think so. Okay, some basics then. Popularized by Divine Era Human Adventure Companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of a certain venture. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure. Something that is supposed to grow over time, so you can increase the value of securities in that venture. Peeps, this is actually pretty real. And a Wookie, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any real work. Gods, this devil is good, says Charisma. Learn from him. What about currency trading? That is something. What about Bitcoin? Oh, that's just the art of switching between various currencies. Say you've got a pouch full of old embers. That is the old draconic coins. They're made of gold. So even though there are no governments these days who support it, you can always just sell them for the gold value. Great. That is the most basic form of it. But when it comes to city-backed currencies, it gets... The value of each currency fluctuates each day, and the exchange rate of the third. So location, the free trade trading partners. Peeps who would like to learn about currency fluctuations. I used to be in finance. I literally used to study this crap. He's just going on as well. He's going on, peeps. Who would like to hear about the different types of currency? Peeps, I love that this is in games. I love that this is in games. I'm joking. It is amazing that a game is willing to go out of the way and tell you about the old Dimona coins, the pennings, the Golden Horde influence, the Janpalas and their little cubes. You don't even want to know the exchange station. Again, my intelligence check says he has been factual. And my charisma says he has been long-winded. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, I'm learning so much. He nods and grins. Economy, you know, messy and fun. So should I buy stocks? Look, there are rules in place. Norvik has laws governing what can and cannot suggest when it comes to financial agency. Your god made those laws to protect the power of lower-than-average intelligence from being tricked by those with ill intent. Okay, that's all I have to know about stocks. Hope you've learned something. Okay, did you hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when you're flying past Toasted. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. Okay, I can look up what the coast is. The coast, also known as Jaws Realm, is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. Interesting. And you didn't hear this from me, but... The little fellow trusts you. He is your friend, says Strength, failing my check. Scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Okay, intelligence pass. Pit fiends are known to cast 3rd-level fireballs at will. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that there's a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time in a city trained spellcaster got a little off the hinge. Slander! The city does not train people to explode, says my strength that has failed. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend. Or an elemental, I mean. Warlane has shipments from Karmagesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through. Who knows? Evil elementals on the loose? That'd be the story, right? Ruffled Feathers added, but I'd suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers are ruffled, eh? He gives you an ominous chuckle. Can you give me free legal advice? Oh yes, I'll gladly assist a member of the Earth Guard any day. Just ask. Okay. No, let's just go. Okay, what an informative little devil. But there you go, peeps. Loads and loads of depth about many, 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 many things. Behold, goblin wall art. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky, and the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Charisma says, can you call this art? What does it mean? It represents a devotion, albeit in an asinine way. Constitution just says melting rocks, but failing. Place my hand upon the wall. You take a step forward, the painted stone is smooth. Success. This is no cheap dwarven rock. This is gate-era architecture disguised among the rest. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Oh, with a constitution DC 15? Okay, I have to roll 17 or higher, otherwise I fail. Okay. Fail. I mean, that's pretty insane that you can sort of interact with so many things from wall art to stuff. I have a meeting. Sim, bye. Good luck with your meeting, Sim. Bye-bye, bye-bye. A dragon flew against the wall. Probably Hedgehog? Sorry, I didn't say hello. How you doing? How are you? I hope that you are good. I need to find Our Lady's apartments. I need to find some stuff. I should probably save, huh? In case the autosave hasn't been good. Okay, so that's the tea shop that blew up. I don't have a map or anything, which would be useful. Oh, should I interact with this thing at a higher level? No, I can't. Ugh, meetings. I know, Anna, it sucks. It sucks. As I called you Anne yesterday and Anna today, I just kind of hedged my bets. Sorry. 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 I think I'm doing better today. Should we try and take on the seagull again? Can't. It's locked. Can't gain it. Can't gain what that is. So, peeps, very, very, very interesting game. Obviously, it's going to have lots of depth to it. And yeah, anyone that likes RPGs, I'll be completely honest. I was struggling a little bit with the tone at the very beginning. With all the stats up. But I'm in now. Now that I'm in and I know what's going on, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. At the beginning, when the stuff was first happening and the stats were talking to me, I was a bit like, what the heck is going on? But I'm in now. I understand. Bicycles over there. Kind of curious where this stuff would be. Bikes took out of place? What do you mean, Holly? Where else would you park the bicycles, Holly? Where else would you park medieval bicycles, Holly? I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Want to ride my bicycle. My charisma says it's not even a lot of bikes. This particular bike is yours. Oh, cool. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a close look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get it off, even if you had the key. Why would you wrap it like that, says Intelligence. You should take better care of this magnificent bike, says Wisdom. Wait, this is my bike? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Sure is. Best way to travel in Norvik, except, of course... where's the key? Not here. Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike. Could getting the key be a quest? That does not sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. That does sound, like a quest you would get. I don't know why. It's made strength sound like an idiot. Yes, peeps, the mystery of the bike key. Let's get the quest. No quest to be found here, just sadness. Damn. The key is probably at the bottom of the river, along with the rest of your dignity. Night Rider. Knights on bikes. In the stables, of course. Disco Elite seems much the same, but everything is voiced now. Wasn't when it first came out. Yeah, so peeps, this game's obviously just released. I could see this being great with Twitch integration, allowing chat to influence the stats, says Lolitas. That would be cool. That would be cool, though I suppose my stats are set right at the beginning. I mean, you literally could have... I mean, I suppose if I just asked your folks' opinions, you could have influenced the stats, you know, but I didn't. Okay, this is where the duck... Oh, no, this is over here. But then this should be this dude up here then, yeah? No, this is... Oh, he's on the other side. Is that a statue of a cat? I love it. I'm pretty sure, so I need to find the guy who owns the tea shop. Oh, I got a spell. Resistance note. +1 strength, -2 wisdom. A handwritten note, and it says important notice. What were they resisting? Read the note. Tonight's ting is cancelled. Meet up tonight on Water Lane. So yeah, I need to go there, to Water Lane. Okay. Did that actually change my inventory permanently? No. So there. If you do this, so basically they've got it so you can adjust your stats in various ways if you were to need to. I suppose. This as well. Hey, look at me. The ting is short for meeting, obviously. Yeah, like Za's short for pizza. Obvs. I actually didn't know it. Ollie, thank you for telling me. I feel like a stupid fool. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have. Holly, I knew that. Obviously. Obviously, Holly, don't tell me things I already know. Ha. Ha. Now I want pizza. That's fair. That is fair. I need to know where this place is, though. Where would you be if you were the locale? Where would you be? Water Lane View. Okay, I think this is it. Maybe. City, skills, esoterics, primal, the flip, human. Cool map? Very cool. I don't understand it at all. Ask the sign? It wasn't on the sign. There was a few things, but that's very smart, Stan. It wasn't on the sign, but there was a few other things. I could also go and make, like, trouble. I'm also pretty sure that this, so they did mention there was a guy in a yellow cloak. I was wondering whether this was the guy who was in this area over here. So I keep trying to walk down areas instead of doing this. So there was this dude who was in the starting zone. Do we think it could have been this guy? Because he did have like dirt on his cloak. Okay, and we do know stuff about him. See. Figure out what's weird. Wisdom DC 32. No, I'm never going to figure that out though. It's too... I can't do it. We'll try anyway. Yeah, no, failure. I don't even think a natural 20 would work. Is that a cloak though? I don't know. Red Eye of Earth. Okay, so this is where I woke up. There's a body down here that I can bring back to life. Apples and stuff. And then apparently this would be a good way to get further down, but... Did this guy move yet? No. Can we steal this man's wisdom tooth yet? No. I could never eat another apple, or crisper than you, or crisper than you. That's a lie. All the apples are crisp, and I'm going to eat all of them. Okay, we're going to go there to the water area. Okay, somebody tells me if I try to get near this little dude's going to shoot me. No, he didn't. At the shard of joy this entire time. Is that a shrine next to where you woke up? It is. Do you think I didn't do something with it? I thought I interacted with it earlier. Not all are. Some are spongy and are nope for me. No, that's true. Dry. I call them flowery apples. Flowery and ew. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I interacted with this. Wait, did I not? Did I literally not, like right at the beginning of the game, did I not pray to my deity, Earth? Did anyone ever play the game Planescape Torment? It's an old game, based on Dungeons and Dragons as well, in the Planescape campaign setting. And right at the beginning of the game, in the first area that you are, so your character's called the Nameless One, and he is immortal. And let's remove the apples here. Yeah, no, it's fine. Anyway, and right at the beginning of the game, so your character's the Nameless One, he's immortal, and right at the beginning of the game, you're supposed to see the ghost of some lady who you later figure out who she is, and she gives you the ability to raise dead like 3 times a day so you can resurrect your companions. But I didn't see her in the opening area. So I had to play that whole game like on hard mode. I was like, damn, this game is challenging. I had to like reload the whole time because if one of your companions dead, they're freaking dead. So I was like, no. If anyone fell at all, even got like mildly incapacitated in a fight, I'd have to be like, crap. Oh, check this out. Damn, I probably should have done this right at the beginning. Okay, should I contemplate the tea shop? You let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That is it. Okay, contemplate the tea shop owner. Oh, this is cool. It tells you. A bird folk on the run. His shop is in ruins. What sort of business do you conduct there? So this kind of puts things in perspective for you. Choose your class it. Cool. Let me prepare my spells. Finish. There we go. Cool. And that's how I got my spells. Crap. There you have it. I admire your persistence to continue despite this. No, I just thought it was the game. I was like, I don't know. I was like, that's how the game works. So anyway, that's like this game. I literally could have memorized my spells right at the beginning and had my deity bless my journey, but instead I branched out and ate my own apples and did my own thing. Flowery apples are the worst? Yeah. Short and sweet, are you still awake? Holy moly, short and sweet. You have yourself the best freaking night. Everyone say bye-bye, short and sweet. SNS, you're amazing, you're incredible, you're wonderful, bye-bye. Accidental challenge runs for the win? Yeah, exactly. I must be honest, as I say, at the beginning of this game, though, I was mildly confused. I'm completely in now with all this stuff. I understand what I'm doing. I've got the tone, but it did take me a little while to get into this. Truth be told. Truth be told, I was a little bit confused with all the stuff. Bye-bye, Sister. Bye-bye, shouldn't we? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. What is this? Shard of Jaw. What do the shards of jaw do? Bright rock, it fits your hand nicely. These can be found all over Norvik, and some speculate they're all shards of Jaw's pillar. To untrained hands, they have no inherent value, but you might use these to alter fate itself. Spend in dialogues to unlock dice checks. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's huge. That's a pretty massive purpose. You want some boerewors for dinner? You should have some then. You should do it. You should have some. So does the shrine give a different blessing? Potentially. So how are you doing? I too am off to sleep. Lisa, sleep well, madam. You're a delight. A trolley, frickin' gremlin, goblin-y delight. Rest well. Okay, here's the sign I can engage with. It tells me things, but it doesn't have the area that I want to go to on it. Water lane view. Down the temple stairs, across the circle square, through the garden tunnel, over the pillar crossing. Down the temple stairs, across the circle square, through the garden tunnel, over the pillar crossing. Huh? Thanks? Down the temple stairs, across the circle, something. Just here. I think it's just saying that away. I think this is circle lane view. Water lane view, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go the other way towards the goblins. You really should put disco on your list of games played, then it's basically this, but with more self-loathing in the narration, says Captain Jimmy Joe. I can. Honestly, just so many games, so little time, right? You know what this is that Disco Elysium isn't? Shiny. New. Ooh. I know that always sounds so silly, but I know there's so many older games I should play, but honestly, they always kind of take a backseat for the newer ones, you know? Put me on a Nightingale, now it's almost done, so it's nice of me putting hours in. Oh, I'm glad that you had fun on it. Okay, let's climb the ladder again. Easy peasy for me. A man as manly as myself. Climb down the ladder easily. Just for the backlog? No, for sure. I don't know if I'll ever get to backlog. I never play any games off of stream. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Not really my style. So you peeps would get upset with me if I ever did it. You'd be like, why didn't you just play on stream? I don't know. I remind you of Matt Berry. What do you mean? Who's Matt Berry? Why would I sound like Matt Berry? Bat! I'm Jesse Daytona, normal human bartender. What do you mean? What is she talking about? What is Anna talking about? Anna? Why? Matt's got a much better voice than me. I wish my voice projected like that. I wish my voice projected like that. I wish that was it. I wish my voice projected like... Spot on! More! No, Bat! Does everyone think that stream would be more successful if I sounded like this? Talk to me, man. What is going on? More projection all the time, and what you're doing? More authoritative. These goblin men don't even know. Okay. It's closed for the day. Rude. Do it all the time? I could. I could do it easily. Stairs down to the bustling docks. Let's do it. Ooh. Free trade. Did this guy... I don't know what's going on. I do not speak that particular language. So many things. The Angry King. Announcer voice works. Situational spells. Who's this man? Snor's office in Lower Tolstead. Tiny Dictator, +2 intelligence. Ooh, let's take that. I found a book called Tiny Dictator. It's about me. Let's do that. Awesome. Awesome. Where's Tiny Dictator? There. +2 intelligence. Ooh, my intelligence is 16 now. I'd say that's an accessory. Ooh, my intelligence is 18 now. Cool. It follows me around. Look. It's like a thing that floats next to my head. That is so cool. That is amazing. It's like my own personal scribe, though. What do you think that happens if I'm busy talking? Like, if I'm busy talking to one of you, go, hi, how are you doing? No, I'm fine. It's fantastic to see you. And then the thing writes, Dunkstar lied right to her face. Then what? Okay, behold this person. Okay, let's roll dice and see what we know about this dude. 12. A scholar of the Fornip Commonwealth, a man working out of a hole in the wall. This is the type of man who knows exactly where he's going. He's simply going there very slowly and deliberately. He knows his expertise, his moves are calculated, his journey long. Let's engage with him. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling. Okay, this is a scholar, says intelligence. Kick the lounge chair. Good forenoon, citizen. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna yell. Good forenoon, citizen. Oh, he mutters and widens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. Glare at him. Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. The wrinkles fold over one another like waves on a storied sea. Are you... He looks at you with his weary expression. Then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? His words come out of a typical Fornip accent. Peeps, I don't know what a Fornip sounds like. Kick the chair. He grips the armrest of the chair. Now I don't know what a Fornip sounds like. Peeps. Stop the kicking! Stop this kicking! I don't know what he sounds like now. All done. Smile, despite the fact that no one can see it. I'm not dead yet. Damn you. Oh, hold on. I've already paid that invoice. You're here for something different. Yes, I've got some questions about the tea shop mostly. Tea shop? Then you're dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of great calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. Tiny? No. It's a huge conspiracy. A huge one? Better take care of it then. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. This halfling is wild, in a fun way, says Charisma. I am Snurra Appletant, he says, and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fornip University. in dedicated service of the progress of AIS. AIS is short for Alignment Intent Studies. It's a very specialized field of studying that focuses on the esoteric effect of alignment. What exactly do you do? Many things. Primarily, my expertise land on the topic of alignment and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some I will tell you. Good afternoon, fellow. When I don't know what accent sounds like, I just do Christopher Walken. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental techniques of psychoanalysis, or something like. I haven't heard Walken in a million years. It's something like that. Ah, yes, he's a scholar of Cividex, modern psychoanalysis, and an offshoot of his methods. What kind of magic is that? No magic at all. You think he's British. No magic at all, although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in the development. It's a form of mind healing, as they call it. It'll be one to call it support instead. It is essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and that through dialogue, our unreleased unconsciousness ghosts can be vanquished. An exorcism. Almost. While the ghosts are metaphorical, it is really not that different from the expulsion of a necrotic possession. A Rhodesian friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it is too vulgar for your taste, but he spusses out the words through little chortles. Listen to the vulgar joke. Right. A cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of a succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them in her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise, he speaks with little fits of laughter in between. Otherwise, she ends them, so to say. You actually haven't heard this one, says Charisma. Ho, ho, ho. What a rambunctious tale. Do you go? Okay, nod along. So, the three adventurers debate in which order to go. Eventually, the rogue and arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he is a virgin, and he will less likely to increase her standards. The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god, and goes to the fiend's bedchambers. He comes out 10 minutes later, completely unharmed, and gives a thumbs up to his two friends, who of course feel a great sense of relief. The arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. If the cleric could do it, the fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber entrance, the man having been incinerated by hellish flames. The rogue is horrified, but realizes obviously the arcanist overestimated his abilities, so he carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, screams erupt from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers their remains for burial. The succubus steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, "My, your friends were truly terrible. They weren't just fumbling about down there. At least you managed to touch it a little." To which the cleric responds, "You are truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence to be exorcised from this plane of existence every day until the day I die." Then, before he walks away, the cleric also adds, "Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs. Hopefully that makes you less evil in the future." Laugh hard. Ha 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 ha! I get it! He chortles loudly. In short, you can view the succubus as an evil in the world, which religion fervor would pray to repair. A reparation could often lead to a not optimal path. He keeps on laughing. Or most simply, you could say it's a basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric meant well for all intents, but his actions cost the lives of both his comrades. Is that evil or is it good? And so on. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that is what we were talking about. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things that could happen to you. They can bog you down, so to say, and the goal in my clinical practice is to root that out in my patients' minds and help you make them aware of repressed negative baggage, if you will, so you can move forward more speedily. Holy moly, that's pretty deep, peeps. Do we think the cleric did well by sealing up the succubus's wound? For it led to the death of his creatures, but he did mean well in so doing. Okay, I'm going to say I don't really care. That's fair, many are opposed to this type of practice, but it is not the only thing I worked on here. I'm currently exploring the dream of animus. That's something to do with masculinity and femininity based on Civitex's ideas. A dream of man and woman, says Wisdom. What a pervert. You like this guy, says Charisma. Sounds interesting. It is. Beyond that, I also focus a lot on my own unverified theories. He slaps his knees and grins. The folk spirit, have you heard of it? It's something he made up. Doesn't mean it's not correct, though, says Intelligence. DC 18. Sounds like a collective folk view on morality. Is that some kind of unified moral ethical code of a people or culture? No, it's... He leans back and squints. That's not actually that far off. You've got a head on you, cleric. The folk spirit is the working title of my new thesis. Most of it, if you excuse my ignorance. Oh. But in short, it's about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes of myths. I've traveled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally, all to see how my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk. He clears his throat and leans back into his chair. Apologies, I'm ranting here. Let's put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric? What is love? I cannot. Holy crap, peeps. Okay, so loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of dialogue. And I think they said there's 700,000 lines. It was either lines of text. I can actually look it up. 700,000 words in it. Lots and lots of stuff. Holy moly. Peeps, I do think, though, my back is getting a little sore, though. I do think that's probably where we'll call it. Fun game, though. Lots and lots and lots of stuff going on here. Peeps, one last time, if that did look like something that you would be interested in, ! Esoteric. I played it for quite a bit longer than I should have. I got taken away by all of the stuff and all of the things. But that's where we're going to call it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. That is interesting, says Maelstrom. Yeah. Got a bit quiet while I was playing the game, I think because I was obviously busy reading so much stuff. So thank you for hanging out with me, team. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful times. And you're definitely going to buy it, says Trying Stand. I hope you have fun with it. Cool game and funny dialogue, says Chimera. Thank you. Anna Wookie, you have yourself a good one. Also, Anna Wookie, the thing I was talking about you earlier when you weren't there, I was saying, yes, I said Ann Wookie today. I said Anna Wookie. I'm sure you told me in the past if it's Ann or Anna. And then I was just saying I was fence-sitting by doing it once each day. So, yeah. You can let me know if you want. Thanks, stream. Cheers, Maelstrom. You have a good one. Dan the man. Cheers, bud. Cheers, Time. You have a good one. Eric, you have yourself a good one. Becca, why aren't you asleep, Becca? Becca, you're meant to be sleeping. It is an A as in Dan, so where you said right. Anne as in Dan. I gotcha. So yeah, I was right yesterday. Today I was like, should I fence it? I don't know. Thanks, Dan. Great stream. Cheers, Trying Stand. You have yourself a good one, buddy. Thank you so much. Jess is still around. Jess, you have yourself a wonderful one. Thanks so much for hanging out. Cheers, cheers. Thanks for streaming. Cheers, you, Dan Lee. You have a good one. Menthos, thanks very much. You have a good one. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Can we please get this freaking timey run emote needed? Timey run emote? I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. You talking about you want this emote of him in the game, just running around. Take care. Come here. I agree. Everyone take care. Toss to toss. Good luck, friend. Good luck. Anne, you have yourself a great one. I actually have a family member whose name is Anne, and that's how you say it. But I also have a family member who's married to a German girl whose name is spelled Anne, but you pronounce it Anna. Because normally Anna for me is A-N-N-A. But it always depends where someone's from, you know? It always depends where people are from. In Germany, apparently, that can be Anna. Lovely stream today. Toss to toss. Always a pleasure, friend. You have yourself a great one. Enjoy all your time zones. Lovely, lovely, lovely folks. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Yeah, my real name is a bit longer. Oh. Thank you for the lovely stream dunk. Cheers, Ro. You have yourself a good one, buddy. I'll take a look, see at what terrible, terrible, terrible things you've put in the Discord that I've been told about. Okay. Let's go drop all you lovely people off somewhere. Oh, that horse game is out. Is that right? I played the demo of that. It's like a game. It was very pretty. You like ride around on horses and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go drop you off. Nami, have a good one. Take care, peeps. You have a good one as well, Anne. It's not for the faint of heart. I'll take a look. See. All right, let's go drop all you lovely people off somewhere. Yes, it is, says Grex. Horse game, Umasumi? No. The Legend of Kimori. I'll take a look-see at it. It was fun. It was like a survival game, but you would walk around with horses. It was very kind of laid back. It was very pretty. It wasn't like overly high stakes. It didn't take itself particularly seriously, but it looked good. It looked fun. The Mongolian delivery game, that is exactly it. Right around like in the Red Deads, but with the Deads. Yeah, it was basically, it took place in Mongolia, and you just rode around, and you were a delivery person. But it was very pretty, and it did have like a bunch of bears and stuff, but I mean, it seemed really cool. It seemed pretty awesome. Alrighty, let's go drop you all off somewhere. But where? Still people playing Resident Evil? Resident Evil. Dunk earned your sub. Thank you, Toasty Cheese It. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the sub. Anyone who subscribes here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Little Purple Moon, you have yourself a great one. Thanks very much for being here, Eric. Eric, cheers, cheers. Let's go. Stream starts soon. My friend has a thing that says stream starting soon, but he's been live for 34 minutes. I wonder if he fell back asleep. It's literally on a screen saying stream starting soon, but it's been up for 34 minutes. I think he might have gone back to bed. Okay, I don't think we're right. I think he might have gone back to bed. It's early morning there in the States. I think he went back to sleep. Went to go lie down. It's like, I'll just take a quick close my eyes just before stream, contemplate life and things going on, and then fell back. See, it sounds like timing. You know it. Neon Blind, you're number one, friend. You're number one. Am I the only person that's playing this game, by the way? I'm not. I mean, we could make another friend and take a look-see at this. Think anyone's got, like, fun voices and stuff? Should we see? I mean, I don't do that often. New friends are good. Sometimes, sometimes not. So,
he just keeps going.
Let's try.
This guy is shady, right? We know he's shady. I'm sure a good word for your patriarch was sure promotion of some kind as well. Oh yes, my mission is to go and...
Hello, smiley face.
Charm your way out. That's it, silly goose. Charisma.
They're further back than I was in the game.
Oh yes, at least my charisma can come in handy occasionally. Stop, I know what you're doing. I mean, they're on the cutscene, I feel bad. Yes, I do like making new friends, but you never know. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes it's really bad. But sometimes it's good. Okay, I don't know this person. Hopefully they're cool. That's a violation of...
If they aren't, I'm so sorry. You don't have to stay or anything like that. We'll take a gamble. If they're terrible, you don't have to watch anymore. If they're amazing, we'll be best friends with them for the rest of our lives. And our paths will be permanently entwined, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but they haven't said hello to me yet, though. But they, again, they're obviously reading cutscenes, so
Look at that. This feels
sure
like a prize.
Further back, avoid new spoilers.
Score. Didn't say I was a good cleric either.
I mean, I just hope they read chat. That's all. That's all. All right, we'll give it a go. We'll make a new friend. We'll make a new friend. Let's see. I'm gambling on friendship? Yeah.
He's
I mean, I haven't really said much from them. They're just busy speaking at the moment, you know?
Okay, before you go.
We'll give it a go.
Make sure you check all
Screw
of your
it. We'll give it a go. Okay. They haven't said
quick
hello. I'm sure it's just because they're in the cutscene. Hopefully they're a nice person. Hopefully they're nice and wonderful, and we can be friends. Peeps, if you are a subscriber of the channel, you can put the woohoo man like that. Otherwise, you can just say this is a raid.
No, I'm afraid they
Smiley
must be
face.
at the bottom of river.
At least they're not a silent streamer. That's true. Okay, they are in the cutscene at the beginning of that dude, though. Okay, but we'll go say hello. See what they're up to. Okay, Tiger, you have yourself a good one. Cheers, cheers.
So much, need some water. Success. Good. You...
They still haven't noticed me. They're engrossed, though. They're in. They're in.
Okay, cool.
They're in the game. That's good. Okay. This is a raid smiley face. That is wrong. That is wrong, Lady Lily.
Get back to exploring.
It is a dunk raid for you, Cizro. Take it easy. Thanks for your You're so welcome. I hope that you peeps enjoyed it. I like the game. It's very, very interesting. Very in-depth. Very in-depth, lots to do. And like I said, I was a bit at first I was a bit like, what am I doing here? What am I doing there? But now I'm in. I know exactly what's happening. So I'll probably check it out again at some point. It was very cool.
What happens if I fight a zombie?
Anyway, we'll go see what this person's like. I don't think they've noticed us yet. We will make them notice us through sheer numbers. Have a good one, peeps. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, there's more apples here.